What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another week of So I'm a Spider, So What? We're here with our best girl, Kumiko, or should I say our best spider, Kumiko, and you guys are here with me, Dom, from the Otaku Room. Guys, I am so excited, as I am every single week. The moment that I see a new episode of So I'm a Spider, So What is there and live, a smile comes on my face like giving a baby some candy. This week's episode, guys, is episode 21. I cannot believe we're already on episode 21. We are nearing the end of our first season officially, which is just so crazy because I feel like I just restarted this under Core 2, but we are already here regardless. This week's episode, guys, is called So I'm Not In This One, Am I? And I'm very interested to see on what ends up happening this episode between Kumiko, between Ariel, and what happens within the kid's story within Shun and his friends. Last week, guys, we were introduced to Oka and her story. We were meant to feel bad for her, but I still hate her because I feel like she's just been manipulated, and the elves are evil. I don't care what nobody says. I hate them. I can't stand them. Poti ass, Mr. Potimus, forget that dude. I don't like him. Regardless, guys, we're going to jump into this week's episode. But last week, we got Oka. We got all that backstory. We got what she's been doing with all the children, what she's been doing with some of the people who ended up having really high ability. We know that, they ain't around no more. And that's kind of what the main thing is. So let's go ahead and jump into episode 21, guys. As always, use the chapters if you want to skip to the end to get some closing thoughts. And remember, there is a separate video for the review. So if you want to check out my full review, which has all my full thoughts of today's episode, make sure you guys click the cards or the pinned comments. That way you can go and check out our full review and comment over there as well. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump into episode number 21. Let's get it. Go. Alright, so we're starting back off today with Shun. Last week, because we got a lot of Oka's story and we got Kumiko, we didn't really get too much of Shun and his friends last episode, actually. So it's okay that we're now back with him and kind of his companions here. Which, one of the things that they did really cool last week, too, was they showed us kind of the duality of timelines between these wars happening. So between what Hugo is, leading right now, and between the armies that were led in the past. So we got that duality between the past armies with the tree that Kumiko was hanging out on, and then today's, and we got to see it's all withered. It looked like there was like a battle that had happened, which hopefully we get that too. But I hope that they don't prioritize that, as of course. It's really nice to see most of the children there have been there in that encampment for a really, really long time. So it's nice to see that some of the other kids were brought in, but they were brought in and they have been accomplished, like those two, that they were adventurers and stuff. But they're pretty much segregated. So I'm really wondering, when Shun and his team need to leave, I wonder if they're going to be allowed to leave. You know what I mean? Look at the way that the elves are looking at her. Look at the way that they're disgusted with her. They're like, oh, somebody on the inside? Yeah, bitches, we don't trust you at all. So what's crazy about what Oka is saying is that she already has an idea of why the elves are helping her. And she just basically pieced it together that the elves are only helping her to destroy or prevent a lot of the reincarnations from being able to take over the world, from being administrators, essentially. Oh, nice. She's telling him about Spooky, finally. I mean, it's gonna end up happening just based on the world that you're in. I mean, it already says that Shun and Hugo die in the elf forest. At least that's what we saw last episode based on when she was a baby. I like how she's finally piecing it all together as far as the other reincarnations that they haven't dealt with yet. And I love how it's crazy that they're strategizing like, yeah, you know what? There's potential that she can just break the barrier because of her neutralizing magic. My only 𝐒𝐿𝐴 could have changed. The only thing I don't really like is we know who these students are talking about is based on their light remembrance of them. You know what I mean? But here's the thing about that, though. Is like we are not like truly familiar with them. Like they haven't really spent any time giving us these characters or giving us time with these characters. So I don't necessarily mind that they are bringing them up. I just mind that I don't really like they're making it like, oh, we have these characters, but we don't really know who they are yet. So hopefully we get introduced to them and get a little backstory, I guess, or something, if they're gonna be important. Transition point. We just transitioned. So I'm assuming there's gonna be a transition to Kumiko, but maybe it is just Shun just covered during this whole story. Also, the elves are such assholes. They're such assholes. Like you kind of just want to see them get attacked. Honestly, let them attack the elves and just peace out. Honestly, at this point, I kind of hate them. Here it is. It's starting. I guess technically. I love this guy already. It's like, should I assume your enemy? Well, yeah, I guess. Isn't it a little on the nose for a guy named Shinobu? The ninja skill? Oh, that's funny. Honestly, I kind of want to see the elves destroyed. I can't even really front. You know, I can't even really front. Oh, also that girl from the other kingdom is there too. But I guess, yeah, she was in partnership with Hugo way early. So I guess that makes sense, right? Yeah, she was already in partnership with Hugo when during the first episode, they introduced her as like a princess of something. I forget her name though. This girl here specifically, I really don't remember her name. Let me know in the comments, guys. Yo, the animation is terrible. The animation is terrible. Oh my gosh. That's like the worst animation I've ever seen. Tengo dies in the so that hasn't changed. That hasn't changed at all. Dang, Kengo dies. I do wonder though, like, why is he making her specifically such a priority? You know what I mean? I guess he sees her as that much of a threat, or I guess he's just pissed because she stripped him of his power originally. I guess honestly, this is just like a revenge thing for him. Which, I mean, makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense. He's just really pissed. He just wants straight up revenge. Shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have done that. Is my ultimate power? Yeah, I can't even really be mad at him. Ooh, greed as a skill? That's nice. One of the 7 deadly sin skills? Oh my gosh. Freaking Sophia, man. Yo, she's such a... Oh, snaps. Yo, she's such a snack. Yo, a lot. Yeah, a lot. A lot. A lot. It's a silly question. The answer to all of that is like a lot. A lot. And he's coming after you. You know what I mean? Dang. God will purify your poisoned mind. I can't even be mad at her. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, go help her. I like her. Don't do that. The air is slowly emptying out of this one. Yo, Sophia will come to the rescue though. Also, our other girl, we just got the religious girl. Nah, it ain't over, girl. It ain't over. You tripping. Oh my gosh. It was pretty sad. You love Sophia. You gotta love her. R.I.P. Oka. But I mean, that was Faye. That was Faye. At least Shun could come to the rescue sometimes. He looks ridiculous. All right, let's get a little bit of a preview for next time, or a little ending of the episode, a little treat for the end. A lot of elves are completely taken out. Yo, did he save the princess, though? Like, she needs to be saved. Yo, who the F is Green Boy? Who's green-haired boy with horns? Yo, who dat? All right, Be Forever Me. That is the next episode. So, guys, we did not get Kumiko at all this episode, and honestly, I'm not really mad. Again, like I've said 1,000 times, the proof is in the pudding of what a good anime really is, and this anime is fantastic because we didn't even get Kumiko the whole entire time, and I was still heavily engaged. I was still all up in the episode. I was still in all of what was happening, and it was really, really enjoyable. I really enjoyed this episode. I cannot wait for next episode. I cannot wait to see what happens. What happened to our princess girl? You know what I mean? Like, I want to know what happened there. Is she dead? What's going to happen with Oka? Is Shun really the savior here? Like, I want to know all of what's going to happen. I'm really interested. Guys, as always, thank you guys so much for joining another reaction, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to give you guys my full thoughts in our review. Make sure you guys hit the pinned comments or you hit the cards in the video. That way you guys can check out our full entire review of today's episode. I'm going to go ahead and get to that now. As always, thank you guys for joining us for another week. If you enjoy our reactions and are here every week, I appreciate you guys coming through. Drop a comment on what you guys thought about today's episode and click these videos over here, specifically this one, which is going to be the review. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next week for episode 22. Peace out, everyone.